Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Flash Hobbies, and we're going to be continuing the build on this truck. So as you've seen in my previous video, I did the paint job on this Proline Ford F100 body. Looks absolutely amazing. Now what I will say is I have been kind of handling the body a little bit since I painted it, and I just wanted to say that I am getting some peeling, and I was warned about this with this chrome paint. And I thought I prepped the body good enough, but maybe I just didn't get in some of the corners. But I'm starting to get a little bit of black here and right here inside. Probably from far away you can't tell and see it, which is okay. But I worry that it's going to be a factor with this, especially if I crash the truck. I have a feeling that it might flex the body too much and it might flake some of the paint off. So that might be a trade-off with using this chrome paint, but that's all right. As of right now, it's holding up and it looks good. We'll see how it holds up over time. But here's the overall chassis. Pretty much the only thing that I've changed on this in a while is really just the mounts. I was going to use the stock mounts and I changed my mind and I went to the Proline. Pro mounts, they work better. I like the caps, the adjustability. You can do them upside down if you really want to go low on it. So I just got to drill the holes for this for the post, and then pretty much the body will be set on the chassis. Also on the front, I went with the 2.2 Proline Hoosiers. I ended up going with the J Concept Smoothies. I just felt like it looked cleaner with the Goodyear tires in the back. I know most of them, well, almost everybody uses slicks. I have a pair of slicks back there, the Hoosiers. But I just, for some reason, I felt like this tire just fit with this combination just fit overall. I did paint the lettering on the wheels and did some chrome pen on the wheel itself. So now we have basically just chrome everywhere on this thing. It looks absolutely amazing. So as for the front, we're running the just the regular Traxxas shocks with aluminum caps, upgraded springs that have pretty much no flexibility with them. Yeah, I can bend it with my finger, but it's going to take a lot on the ground to actually make that move. We have the red aluminum turnbuckles. We have the RPM casters. For this one, since it was my first build, I kind of cheaped out and I was taking pieces here and there. So I have RPM, I have some aluminum, I have, well, Traxxas aluminum, I have STRC, and then the front's regular. This was just made out of metal just to reinforce it. Usually that's like a fiberglass or plastic piece. The rears are just stock plastic, so it's got a mix match of different parts. One thing I did upgrade over here is the bearing is a ceramic bearing compared to the regular Traxxas bearing that's in there. So that should hold up to a lot more heat, but I am going to have to switch out the gearing. This is too low for what I want to do. I'll probably go with a 95 tooth on this one. Underside, like I said before, this is a used chassis, so there's nothing new there. Honestly, don't care. It's going to be under the body. We're going to be racing. It's going to be scraping. It's going to get scratched, so there's no problem with that. Since this body was a wider body, I didn't adjust any of the arms. So I have stock rear arms and I have stock front arms on this one. And the width fits perfect, so I'm kind of glad I didn't have to mess too much with it. I was kind of intimidated at the beginning. You'll see in my future videos, I've actually worked on 2 more drag cars after this one. So we did a lot more modifications. We got a little more creative with the other 2 builds. So as far as what's left on this, it's really not a whole lot. It's mostly scale details and just a couple things. For the time being, I'm going with the RX-8 Gen 2 and the Pro 4 HD 3500 kV motor from Tekin. Think this is going to be a great combo. It should be overall efficient and put enough power to what we need. And it's also a censored system, so it's adjustable. We can program the timing on that, so that'll be really sweet. I 3D printed this little air can. Basically, it's just going to go on the back of the truck. It's going to be a little scale touch. Makes it look like it has airbags, or, you know, like if it works for something else on the vehicle itself. From Fame RC, I ordered a faux parachute. She sent that over really fast, actually, and it's non-functional. It's going to just basically go on the back of the truck, but it's going to look really, really awesome. Another scale thing that we're doing is I am putting this Mach 1/8 intake from RPM, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint this up before I actually put it on there. It's going to be just very minor things. I'm going to paint the belt black, of course. There's no chrome belts. And then the inlet, I'll probably paint that red, a nice bright red. They're non-functional. It's just going to be a stationary motor that's going to go on the body itself. And then lastly, we're going to do the RC Racing Innovations drag bar. I don't know the quality of these. It looks spectacular. It looks really nice. It's carbon fiber, all stainless steel, and the big bearings for the wheels. But I've never used them before. This will be the first time that I use their products. Like I said, this was my first drag build. So, you know, I wanted to do it right. And this was kind of pricey for, I can't remember the exact price. I'll leave a link in the description. But I believe I paid about 35 to 40 bucks for just the wheelie bar. So, a little pricey there. So that's a look at the Chrome / No Prep drag car. This truck has been really expensive because we kind of went all out on it. Didn't know what parts you needed at first, and kind of just splurged on some things, you know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit notifications for the next video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching Flash Hobbies.